Well, what do we have here? Somebody who wants to start a Pokemon or just a trading card business in general and has no clue how to source inventory? Well, this is the video for you, my friend. I'm going to show you 6 ways, maybe more if I think of any, of how I personally source inventory. Way number one. I just use eBay. eBay is a great place to source if you know how to find deals. Here is something I missed out on earlier in the week because I was being a little stingy with my cash. This picture right here shows a PSA 8 base set 2 Blastoise. That sold, this whole lot of cards sold for $247. That card alone sells for around $250. Here are the comps of some of the other cards. You would have made infinite profit if you were able to pick that up. Now, here's a snipe that I got earlier in the week. This is a whole lot of GX cards. A lot of these GX and like XY era EXs go for like pretty decent money, $5 to like $10+ dollars. But if you look real closely, that Umbreon near mint goes for $90. If you look even closer, there's a Mew EX near mint that goes for $40. That Gengar you see right there, near mint, $30. If those cards are crispy and clean, I asked the dude if they were. He said they were untouched, but you know how that goes. Can't ever trust another person's conditioning. Always look for lots. Lots are going to be your best friend when sourcing on eBay or binder collections. The more cards you can fit with shipping, the better your outcome is. If you're buying one card here, but you got to pay, $1 shipping there, $5 shipping there, that's going to eat into your profit margins. Generally speaking, I type in whatever I want and I sort ending soonest. So maybe I can snipe some things. I just let the secret sauce out of the bag. But look for auctions. If not, you can look through listed cards. You can even send people messages. Maybe they'll work with you. But don't do off-site deals. eBay frowns upon that. They want their shmoney. You could get your account banned, and if that's an account that you do business on, like selling cards or buying cards, that could be bad for you. Number 2. I use Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is great. It doesn't have to be local, but I'm sure you could find deals local to you that you can drive and pick up. You can negotiate. You can do the whole 9 yards. I fly around the place. I drop my location here, there, fucking Egypt, New Jersey. I don't actually go to Egypt, but I go to New Jersey, I go to fucking Ohio, I go to fucking Florida, I go down to Texas. There's people selling Pokemon cards everywhere that want to move their stuff and want to sell and will ship. The first message I always send to somebody when I'm interested in a collection is I say, hey, are you willing to ship? A lot of the times I get no's. I get lots of no's, but I take W's every once in a while. Number 3. This is another app. Whatnot. There are a lot of people who are doing dollar auctions, and if you can snipe a card that's like, $5 to $10 for, 50% market price, or like a $5 card for $1, that's profit in your wallet if you're going to take the time to move it at, a fixed rate. There's opportunities everywhere in Whatnot. I've seen cards go for crazy money. Like, I've seen like a $10 card go for like $30. I've also seen like $100+ card go for like 50% market price. It all just depends. There's opportunity everywhere. Hit flea markets in person. Hit your LGSs. You might be able to pick up some cards for cheap and flip them online yourself. LGSs have deals sometimes. even though they have overhead. Sometimes, maybe, I'm not saying do this, don't haggle with your LGS, but if they're buying cards they probably buy cards at 60%. If you offer, 75, 80%, they might go for that. Just to get the cards out and they can churn and burn and they made some profit. But not every LGS will do that. If you're cool with them and you can haggle with them, then go for it. I'm not just saying walk into your LGS and be like, this card here, give it to me for 80% market value. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be a dickhead. Number 5, also in person, flea markets. There's opportunity there. Well, I combined the two, flea markets and LGSs. That's 5. Can I count? I think that's 5. Number 6, I'm going to say this will take you a hell of a long way. Personal connections. If you're friends with people, they will hook you up with deals. I've been hooked up with many people because I'm chill with them. I talk to them. We bullshit about Pokemon, talk about the market. We talk about life. We talk about this and that. Because we're homies. They hook me up. And then I hook them up in return. You also have to foster it. It's like a two-way street, one might say. Also, reaching out to buying people through Facebook, eBay, Instagram, wherever you're sourcing your cards, that makes a mini little client list for you as well. People will return to you and sell you cards that they bought at X rate or that they pulled because they want to buy new cards because they know you'll pay out and you'll pay pretty decent. And they don't have to go through the hassle of listing it on eBay, dealing with offers. Then they have to pack everything up, ship all the cards individually if it's a big collection, or having to ship the cards to PSA, or having to take it to a show, or having to do this and that. They just hit you up because it's easier that way. So you can then go push the product. There's opportunity everywhere. Check eBay, check Facebook, check flea markets, check your LGS, check whatnot. It's out there. There's product. You just need to know how to negotiate and talk to people, and don't be a dickhead. Don't be like demanding. Usually the conversations with people on Facebook, I'm like, hey, what's your ask? Could you do, usually I slide in 75% market value. Could you do this? And then they're like, no. Or usually they just hit me with, no, I can't ship. Now, sealed product is different. If you want to source sealed product, there's not much you can do currently. Scalpers are everywhere, and they're just taking everything. Taking it all. It's a barren wasteland out here. My Walmart hasn't had shit in months, I feel like. They're all just being spawn camped by fucking scalpers. Japanese is a little bit easier to get, but with these 24% fucking tariffs, I thought things were supposed to be cheaper. Not to get political, don't trust a billionaire, don't trust politicians. They don't know what they're doing. Anyways, sorry for my TED talk. Japanese cards are a little bit easier to get. You're going to now have to pay an import fee. So that just means Japanese cards are going to get more expensive than they already are. Sorry for you guys. And me as well. It sucks. You get sealed product from Japan. I made a video. That was a little while ago. But I'll recover bases. What I do is I DM people. There's a lot of people on Instagram that are reputable that will sell you product. Now, will that be a good rate for you? I don't know. That's for you to decide. Sometimes you have to do bulk. Sometimes they're very accommodating with smaller orders. Sometimes it just all depends. Sometimes they have USD market prices. Sometimes they have below USD market prices. It all depends. With that being said, I'm calling it quits. It's 1:30 in the morning. I need to go to sleep. I have work tomorrow. But if you want to sell me your cards, link in the description down below. Take you to my Instagram, DM me. Follow me there as well. I'm doing daily updates. I'll tell you what I buy collections at as well. I sell primarily online, eBay and whatnot. I'm going to offer you probably 75% market value. If we're cool, I can work it a little bit better. I'm going to be buying at that so I can at least be making close to like 10% on whatnot and on eBay. If it's going to be a really big collection, I'm going to be lower than that. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Probably like $800 plus collections, I'm going to be at like 70% to like 69%. Because I'm going to get a binder full of cards. I'm going to have to put in the legroom to sell it all. I'm going to have to take pictures, post it up on eBay, have to deal with offers, have to ship it all out. I have to do all the real work to do that. I know some people are going to get into the comment section and be like, low ball, low ball, low ball. It's really not low balling. If you see other industries, the TCG industry standard is chef's kiss. Video game industry, I see people offering 30, 40, 50% market value. Sneakers, 60, 50% market value. That's insane. I don't know. That's my little soapbox. That's probably what you're going to get hit with if you hit my DMs. Just to forewarn you. If you have lower end stuff, I probably have to do a lower percentage. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. DM me. I like to chat about cards as well.